Hi there, I'm Kylie Mowbray-Allen from Hello Media.
And I'm Jenni Walk from Elephant in the Room Consulting, and you're tuning into Bite-Sized Business Life Podcast, the show that helps business owners get clarity and insight to grow their dream business.
Whether you're launching, ready to scale, or figuring out what's next, we discuss the nitty-gritty, the hard bits, the opportunities, and the behind the scenes, and share how we've grown our own companies and helped others do the same.
We're glad you're here.
Hello Media, and you're tuning into Bite-Sized Business Live Podcast, the show that helps small business owners get clarity and insight to grow their dream business. Good morning, Kylie. How are you today?
Great, Jenni. So good to see you on this lovely Monday morning.
So good to see you too. And it's such a big week for businesses this week with Black Friday sales and the kind of coming into Thanksgiving if you're in the US. Such a big week for business and sales and engaging with customers, isn't it?
Totally is. Now, it's a really interesting one because I encourage everybody to look into it, whether they are service-based or product-based, because, for example, last year I brought some great coaching sessions with an ads coach I was working with, and she had a 2-for-1 offer on her one-on-one sessions just for Black Friday. So I bought a few of those, which was an awesome deal. And so it's definitely not just for product-based businesses, but with the product-based and service-based, anyone, you don't have to jump on that bandwagon, but everyone's expecting it these days. In Australia, it's just getting bigger and bigger. So I definitely, encourage people to look at, is it right for your business? And I have one client who's dead against it. She doesn't want to join the bandwagon of people discounting. But I want to tell you about Proud Poppy. I'm a fan of the clothing. After I found out about her at the Raw Awards last year when she won some awards there, and also this year, as you know. But what she's done is a Pink Friday, and Pink Friday was actually last week. So she really pumped it out there a lot. I, of course, was lined up at 10 a.m. to be first on the special deal. And I thought that was really good. The other one that I jumped on was Quad Lock because I'm a big fan of the Quad Lock phone case and all the other bits and pieces. So I got some really, really, really good deals in both of those. The Quad Lock was an early Black Friday one, but then, as I said, Proud Poppy was a Pink Friday. So there's different ways of doing it. But what's interesting is if you wait till Friday, potentially you're missing out. So maybe start announcing it now.
Love that. So the reason we're talking about Black Friday is because today's topic is around how to boost your revenue before the end of the year. So how in these last sort of 5 to 6 weeks for the end of the year, you can really take advantage of the silly season as Christmas is known, or the Black Friday sales, or this kind of end of year Thanksgiving or holiday season, but how you can actually set your business up to really get and not leave any kind of that, for a better term, money on the table, if you like, for your business and access some of those clients or just re-engage clients that you already have. And so we've talked about Black Friday. So I love the idea of Pink Friday. What I love about that is that you're connecting it with your brand. So people understand that if you're going to call it Pink Friday, it's still a Black Friday sale, but it's part of your brand. And looking at Proud Poppy, Black Friday doesn't resonate with that brand. And we've talked about the importance of communication in your branding. But with the Black Friday sale, it's not always just about discounting, isn't it? It's not always just about saying, hey, it's 70% off. What I've also noticed, it's people opportunity launching, whether it's gift packs or packs of things, and we talked about that bundling last week, and using Black Friday to give special deals, if you like, not necessarily focused on discounting, so people go, wow, I have to get that bundle, or I need to get that pack, or I want to upskill or upsell because it's a better value, so that value stacking piece.
Absolutely. I've got a client at the moment who's got a new product in. So she's looking for 2 product testers. So loads of people enter to be, hoping to be chosen to get the product sent out for them for free. And in return, they'll share a testimonial and a photo of them using it. What a great opportunity, because the product's well in excess of $100. So that's a cool thing to do. And she's not discounting anything. So, it's literally just an opportunity rather than a sale or even a value add.
What I love about that also, whether you're using Black Friday or Pink Friday or this kind of year to sort of get onto that process, is you're actually engaging your customers, you're getting email addresses, but you're also doing a pre-launch, aren't you? You're doing clients to say, hey, there's something new coming. So it creates that interest and that excitement. So when it does actually drop and it does launch, for those testers who've had a look at it and get their testimonials, people are already intrigued as to what's behind the box, already intrigued as to what that new product is going to be and how it's going to kind of boost their life or boost their business.
Absolutely. And one really cool thing she's going to do once the testers have gone out, or the testers, whatever, what she's going to do is then offer that product at a special discounted price permanently if you're buying one of her main products. But if you just want to buy that new product just on its own, then you pay the full price. So I think that's pretty cool too as well, because it's sort of left of field from what her base stuff is. So I think cool, it'll be really interesting to see that play out.
We were talking about this, in a different context around coaching programs, and you see that often with a coaching program. If somebody buys one coaching program, you can get access to an upsell or a bundle package or something slightly different that they may not have thought about at a really great, value stacked price. So you see that a lot with coaching programs where they, buy my coaching programs, and you see the sales page will take them to that. But hang on, if you want to buy this bundle, that's normally $700. You can get it today for $200, and you're adding it on top of what you've already purchased. So it's that kind of, it's the McDonald's with fries with that model. It's that little bit extra that you don't necessarily want or need, but I'm talking to you about it and creating interest. And the cost is so attractive as your clients do with their 50% off or permanent discount off that price of that product. It's so attractive that people will try it, people will get it, because it becomes a no-brainer decision.
Absolutely. It's such a good one. So anything where you can bundle, like we talked about last week, or upsell, etc., is such a great opportunity. I think it's also a really important time to start looking at your marketing efforts. So not just for Black Friday, but as we get geared up for Christmas. So for example, when was the last time that you sent out a newsletter to your database? When was the last time you did a post talking about the benefits of your products or your services, or how it could be a great idea for a gift? So for example, that ads coach I was talking about, that's a great gift to give somebody who is a business owner friend. So it doesn't just need to be stuff or a bottle of bubbles or something. It could actually be something really cool and useful.
I like that idea of how you market that, your product. So as you're saying is, do you have a friend who also needs the services that you're buying? So if you've been purchasing your digital marketing packages, your amazing, Shine Hub that you have with your new online portal, you might have someone who's already in there, and you might have an amazing offer, or they can give to a friend who might want to come and join it. The first month they get a trial, and then they can get the second month, but do it as a gift for somebody else, because we're also thinking about the ways in holidays we're spending money anyway at the holiday season. So thinking about how your clients might spend their money instead of on other people's gifts, but on what you're offering for their friends and family. So you're actually keeping that engagement, that loyalty, but also taking advantage of the spend that's happening in the market anyway.
For sure. And also think about where you can promote your stuff other than just on your own pages. So for example, in our Positive Passionate Businesswomen Huddle Facebook group, where all the members are entitled and encouraged and welcome to promote themselves, I put a little post in there this morning saying, we can't know what you offer unless we know what you offer. So start posting, start sharing. This is the season where we start to spend, whether it's gearing up for next year for business or whatever it is. So it's time to, it might just even be a Christmas to ourselves, a Christmas present to ourselves, who knows? But it's time to really start letting people know.
I think this is where we can sort of start talking about how we can actually take advantage of that kind of end of season, holiday season, and ramp up your sales before the end of year. So we've got a lot of companies, we talk about end of financial year sales, but the end of year sales and the Black Friday really kicks off that sales period in my mind. It is that time to say, hey, offer some bundles, some pre-Christmas bundles. We've seen that previously with packages and coaches saying, hey, if you take advantage of the program now, we're not starting till February. You pay your deposit, jump on board now and get a special end of year price. So again, you're securing people now. You're giving them a value. So it may not be a discount, as you said, but it might be, hey, join my program before the end of the financial year and we'll give you an extra one-on-one coaching session that you can't get. And I know coaching with you, one-on-one coaching with you is rare like it is with me. So offering somebody the opportunity to have that one-on-one coaching as a value add, people will jump on that and see that value. So we start to do that value bundles or that value stack. So we're not actually discounting, but we're providing something extra to them. And it's the perfect time to be doing that, whether it's, I how much I love my earrings and I love the program through, Bobby Francis and Blackbird Design. I love what they're doing, but they very rarely offer discounts unless they're doing like a full sale. But what I do love about what Blackbird does is that she's doing her amazing, and she is doing a Black Friday sale, but she's only doing 20. So she's only got 20 packs for her Black Friday. So she's making it unique and exciting and something really special. And then she'll go and potentially do, if she does it for her, we talked about last year, her advent calendar. So can you make an advent calendar out of a product?
While Jenni is frozen, while we wait for her to pop back, I'll let you know on that note of advent calendar about I was at the one of my favorite things of the year, the Bangalore show on the weekend, and it's a great fair income classic country show. It's in the little village where I live. And what was so fun was, there's a few little stalls selling wares, handmade stuff. And there was this one with bees and all beeswax products and things. And one of them was an advent calendar, and there was 24 different beeswax melts, for your oil burner, which was just brilliant. And each one was a cute little shape. And I thought, what a fun alternative to just cheap chocolate. So I thought that was pretty cool. Oh, we've lost Jenni momentarily, so I'll keep going. So there's lots and lots of different fun ways that you can do it and offer. But one thing I think that's so important that we talk about is how we tell people or how we let our audience know how important it is that they buy local, that they buy Australian business from Australian businesses, that they buy from, buy locally, not just buy local, but buy locally in terms of shop online with Australian businesses, shop online with Australian made. Doesn't have to be shop online. One of my clients is Stewart's Menswear. They're in Mullumbimby. So they are online, but they are also in person in a beautiful small town. So they regularly post social posts about the importance of shopping locally, supporting local, and then what happens to the money when people are actually buying in the town. So you buy in the town, the owners of the shop spend it in the town. There's so many beautiful opportunities to that. So, Jenni, we're just talking about the importance of sharing your message around shopping locally, buying locally, shopping Australian made, or shopping with Australian owned businesses, etc., and reminding people where the money goes. So it's not just going into those, like if you think about, if you do all your Christmas shopping at Kmart, who's benefiting from that? It's certainly not Australian owned businesses.
Yeah, definitely. And I think it's really, and apologies for technical difficulties.
No worries.
So I think it's a really important point, particularly with the push at the moment for sustainability and wanting to reduce that footprint and also have a greater impact on how we spend our money. Shopping locally is the best way to do that, but also really recognizing where they're getting their products from as well. Are they sourcing it locally? Are they just a local company, but are they actually using local artisans, local people, local product, local services? And that goes from food to clothing. Like we've talked a lot about that in terms of some of the online sellers. Sometimes you can get such amazing deals and something that's so unique when you shop locally that it becomes that memorable gift rather than just having something, I've just spent money on you. It's more about the gift than it is actually about the cost or where you purchase it, right?
Yes, absolutely. And for those of you selling a voucher, make sure that you keep pushing that right up until Christmas Eve, because the beauty of that is there are so many people who forget to buy. And then, yes, of course, if you live where I do, you're very, very limited in terms of shopping physically. So online is just so powerful, but a voucher is just perfect right into your inbox.
I remember us having that conversation about you wanting a voucher some years ago and about how do you and making sure that you can still access it. So are you sending that voucher out? Is do a beautiful, what does your voucher look like if they're purchasing it online? Do they have to have a physical voucher? What are you going to do to give that individual? I remember you and I spoke about that, someone you were purchasing from New Zealand, and you could pre-purchase, but they didn't give you anything for it. There wasn't a beautiful email or even a digital e-card that came through. You had to then create that to make it actually work for your gift. So think about how your digital gift cards are actually going to be presented and shared, because that actually changes the experience as well.
Doesn't it just? And for you and I, Jenni, in any service-based business, coaches, etc., we can all offer up something as a voucher. So it could be, you're going to give, someone might want to buy $500 towards a mastermind next year, so that then the recipient still needs to pay the rest. But that's a great little kickstart to get them going. Someone can buy a one-on-one with you and me, or a voucher towards one of those. So, keep in mind, everyone, that it's not just about the products, that there's so many ways of getting your offerings out there.
And also don't forget that upselling and the kind of remarketing back to your existing clients. So you've got clients already working with you. So what offer can you give them? And it may only be something small. So it might be an additional resource or an exclusive resource that you might offer them because they're an existing client. It might be low cost or it might be high ticket. But if you do it to the exclusive to the clients that you have, you get a little bit extra revenue at the end of the year, you create loyalty, you make something that's in demand so people want to join your program in the new year so they can get that amazing resource or masterclass or whatever it is you're offering this year. So don't forget your existing clients. Don't just look at new clients.
Indeed. And one last thing I'd like to say for all of you that are product-based is I'm in a Facebook group where everyone's complaining about this topic at the moment, and that is your returns policy. Because often I'm one of those that's quite organized and I've done my shopping early, but then when I gift that product, like say it's clothing, I'm going to say for my daughter and hope she was not listening, but I already know I've got a problem, because when it arrives, then the time I've got to return it if it's the wrong size is already passed.
Yeah.
Whereas other companies do something really lovely and generous and make it really, really clear on their socials and on their website that for Christmas gifts, they're going to make it a 60-day return, or, till the end of January, rather than 15, 14 or 30 days.
Yeah, which makes a huge difference to your peace of mind at that time. So I think it's great. So if you're a business or a product or a business, now is the time. Miss out on the Black Friday or Pink Friday sale. It's really about saying, how can I actually take advantage of getting some extra revenue between now and the end of Christmas? Think about bundling, value stack, gift vouchers, looking at some exclusive product, either to your existing clients or promoting to other companies. And if you've got those unique position of being, an Australian-based company selling Australian-based product, utilize that and really market to that so that you can tap into those clients who want to be conscious in the way they're spending their money this year.
Absolutely. Get going with Facebook ads, but no matter what it is you're doing, look at your insights so you're making really, really clever, smart business decisions.
Yeah, most definitely. So much fun talking to you as always, Kylie. Lots and lots to do. For those who are launching their Black Friday sales today, good luck with that. Make sure you start to do that today or tomorrow so you take advantage of people before the Friday actually comes around. And best of luck with your coaching. So you're for the businesses who are looking to produce a sale or some bundle for Christmas, but so they can help in terms of that marketing. And how can they find you and get in contact with you, Kylie, just so they can maybe get some of those tips you've talked about?
Jump online at hellomedia.team is our website, and you can find us through our socials on that. How about with you, Jenni?
So we're on Insta and Facebook, LinkedIn at Elephant in the Room AU. So at Elephant in the Room AU, best place to find us. You can reach out, send us a direct message, and we can have a chat.
Awesome.
Thanks so much for tuning in this week, everybody. It's been awesome to chat with Kylie Mowbray Allen from Hello Media. Be sure to subscribe and follow us. Press the little button below to follow us and subscribe. My brain is a little tired, so you don't miss any future episodes. And we're looking forward to chatting next week about business and getting closer to Christmas. So what are we doing in terms of round out the year? So looking forward to fun chat with you next week. But thanks for joining us today, Kylie.
Awesome. I look forward to seeing you next week. Thanks, everyone. Have a good week. Bye-bye.
See ya. Bye.